He mentions here, information is food for the mind, meaning the information we consume is what will nurture our thinking. Just as a body, a physical body, if you eat healthy food, um, you expect to have a healthy body, illa mashallah. But what you eat, is it say in English, you are what you eat. So if you do that same analogy for food, for your mind, sorry, then whatever you consume is your mind. So whatever you consume will shape your thinking. So nobody's thinking is absolutely like, zero influence. We have to all understand this. Or every single person, their thinking, the way they approach life, the philosophies that they have, the way they behave, is not because they come to an absolute conclusion based on research. That happens maybe very later in life. Whatever you do, the way you have for example, what's your philosophy regarding buying a new car, using a second-hand car, buying a house or renting a house, how strict you are with your children, how you approach work, how you approach relaxation, leisure. All of these things are probably based upon things around you initially. Later on in life, as you get older, you start making decisions and thinking and research. But most of these things, the information you have consumed, that shapes your thinking. So, and sometimes when we speak, sometimes when we hear people speaking, like example is that this somebody's talking about something, and I say, oh, children are like this. So really, I'm just talking about my children. If I'm angry with them or happy with them, I'm just talking about them. I thought, some parents. Basically, it's my reflection of my parents. So the things that you consume will influence you. So the social media you consume, the books that you read, and nowadays mainly the social media we consume, this influences us. And we don't realize how significant a role this has to play on us. And many messages are very subtle. So let's say, for example, you have a very, very, very dangerous message, but it's portrayed as a very easy and normal comedy, which is very funny and has also stuff, but it's being portrayed as very normal life. So for example, zina is such a horrible thing. Shirk billah, such a horrible thing. But it is portrayed in comedies and movies and such as, like, it happens, mundane, normal stuff. Someone cheats on somebody, it's part of life. You go on dates, you have zina. But within comedies and jokes and movies, and that's all. So there's subliminal message that going into your mind that now these things being wrong doesn't even register with us. So the information that you consume, whether it's in the form of books, whether it's in the form of the things you hear, and especially the things that we consume on social media, these will influence our decisions and our thinking, our philosophy of lives. So the same way, if you eat poison and you die, you be in the eyes of Allah, you'll be responsible for suicide. You commit suicide. So similarly, if your thinking goes off, and your children as well, you give them wrong material, dangerous material to consume, on the day of Qiyamah, you will question regarding this.